All right, so let me tell you about what's been happening since the last video. About a week and a half ago, I was on my lunch break. I had ran to the grocery store to pick up some fruit and some distilled water. On my way back home, I'm exiting the highway and I'm getting ready to make a left turn. All of a sudden I hear a pow noise. That was my window being shattered. I couldn't believe this was happening. That's never happened to me before. First, I thought I was hit by another car because it was such a loud sound. But no, nothing, I didn't get hit. All I know was that my window was hit by some projectile. That's all I know. And I couldn't figure out where it came from. So I immediately thought, I'm like, this is gonna cost me some money. And it did. Hopped on Google, started calling around different auto glass repair shops, got an estimate, got a quote, and it ended up costing me. Hey penny pinchers, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to cash stuff $732 for this month's bi-weekly pay period. I'll also catch you up to what's been going on since my last video, like my car windows being shattered, the no spin weekend failure, me telling one of my friends no, and the upcoming 500 subscribers challenge and more. So stay locked in because this is going to be a great video to help you stay motivated on your wealth building journey.
Lock in, I love it.
So if you guys are new to the channel, my name is Courtney Mack. This is Penny Pincher with K-Mac. And the reason why I created this channel is to hold myself accountable to my goal, which is to get out of $21,000 of debt. And I do this by documenting my journey, by doing cash stuffings, and also sharing my experience while on the journey, as a means to not only hold myself accountable, but also to inspire others. So if you're into content like this, please consider clicking the subscribe button, hitting the bell for notification, and leave a comment if any of this resonates with you, or if you just want to show some support, I would really appreciate it. So please click that subscribe button. You want to watch the channel grow and really get this message out there. One last thing before I start counting this cash. I want to take a moment to thank all the new subscribers. We're now up to 307 subscribers. Thank you for not only watching and subscribing, but also taking the time to leave a comment. You have no idea how inspiring and encouraging that is for me. A like or a comment tells me that I'm connecting with somebody, that I'm on the right path and fulfilling my purpose. So thank you. Thank you again. Now let's count this cash. All right, so let's go ahead and count this cash up. 51, 52, 53, 50. 350 plus 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40. Plus 340. 690 plus 10, 20. Plus 5, 10, 15, 20. Plus 1, 2. $732. 732. All right, so let's go ahead and distribute into our envelopes. I've already budgeted, so now it's just a matter of just putting the money into the right envelope. So our food. So I've already bought some food today. So we're gonna add $105 to our food envelope. So 51. 5, 50, 5. Actually, I already counted it, so we're gonna stick that in there, like so. All right, for gas, we normally take out 120, but we just put 50 into the car, so we're gonna take 70 and put in our envelope here. Get in there. All right, cool. Haircut is $50. Boom. Man, I'm having a hard time getting these envelopes open. What's going on today? All right, 50. Pet food. I've already bought pet food. Pest control. It says 50, but I got a pest control service coming up this month, and it usually costs me $90. So we're going to add $90 to the envelope. That way that's handled when the time comes. Lawn service, that's going to be 50 plus another $80. I'm getting some work done in the flower bed, and it's gonna cost me $80. So we're taking out $130 for lawn service this month. We got the vets. We're gonna take out $125, 50, 70, 90, 110, 115, 120, 125. Let's count it again. We got 50, 70, 90, 110, 15, 20, 25. All right, that's 125. So car maintenance, we're gonna add 100, 20, 40, 60, 81. Hobbies. I'm gonna put $22 in there for now. Man. And buffer, we're gonna have a $40 buffer. And the buffer is just in case anything in the budget exceeds the amount that I've already added. All right, guys, so that's the budget for November. Now I want to talk to you guys about what's been happening since the last video. All right, so let me tell you about what's been happening since the last video. About a week and a half ago, I was on my lunch break. I had ran to the grocery store to pick up some fruit and some distilled water. On my way back home, I'm exiting the highway and I'm getting ready to make a left turn. All of a sudden I hear a pow noise. That was my window being shattered. I couldn't believe this was happening. That's never happened to me before. First I thought I was hit by another car because it was such a loud sound. But no, nothing, I didn't get hit. All I know was that my window was hit by some projectile. That's all I know. And I couldn't figure out where it came from. So I immediately thought, I'm like, this is gonna cost me some money. And it did. Hopped on Google, started calling around different auto glass repair shops, got an estimate, got a quote, and it ended up costing me $280 to get my passenger window fixed. But that wasn't the only window that was shattered. It was also the passenger side back window, but the small window. That's gonna cost me another $110 to get repaired as well. That's why I'm happy I'm following the envelope system, because all of my money has a purpose. So when things like that happen, I have the funds available to soften the blow. Now, I only had $200 initially in the car envelope, and that was specifically for me to get my registration as well as the inspection. And I was still continuously building that so I could get, tires fixed and oil change here in the next couple of months. So I wasn't anticipating having to repair glass for my car, but I'm glad I had the money. The additional $80, I just reached into my emergency fund that I was building up and covered the cost. All right, so moving on. The no spend weekend was a failure. I'm not gonna go into detail, but I did spend some money. One of the takeaways I could take from that was that you want to make sure that you have your affairs in order before you start. You probably want to be on a cash envelope budget for a few months before you attempt. And you also want to make sure that you have all your affairs in order. If you know you're going to do a no-spend weekend, you should already have food, water, car filled up. You kind of know how your day's going to go or how your weekend's going to go. That way, nothing's going to really catch you off guard. So although it was a failure, I don't look at it like a loss. I look at it more like it was a lesson learned, and I want to try this again. I want to make sure I really got my budget dialed in. I know my numbers, and it won't be that big of a deal. Yeah, the no-spend weekend was a failure. What else happened? A friend of mine whose birthday recently passed was throwing a birthday party. And it was a masquerade party. It was gonna have casino night. It was a BYOB, drinks. He was saying bring some cash. You're gonna spend some money. It was gonna be dancers, you know, the whole nine. And it sounded like a great idea. And I really wanted to go. I ain't gonna lie, I was tempted to go. But I realized this one night could be a $300, $400, $500 night. I would have had to buy a suit, get something pressed, bring 1 to 200 ones. I was gonna spend some money. And after all the fun wears off, I would have gotten home the next day, looked at my budget, and completely regretted my decision. So I told my buddy, no, I'm not gonna be able to make it. I'm really proud of myself because I was that close to attending, because my friends and I, we haven't kicked it in a while. We on a group chat or whatever, but we haven't actually kicked it with one another probably in like 6, 7 months, really, to be honest. Just schedules and life be lifing. It was one of those type of situations. But you know, when you're on this debt-free journey, the goal is the goal. I had to remind myself, my vision, my goal is bigger, and this will set me back. You don't get the big reward without making sacrifices. And this was a sacrifice I was willing to make. I had to remind myself of that, and it made me feel comfortable in my decision, and I stood firm on it, and I pretty much chilled out. Even though it wasn't a no-spend weekend, I didn't spend that much money on the weekend, right? So I had to chill out. Now, let's talk about the 500 subscriber challenge that I got coming up. Like I said before, I got 307 subscribers. I really want to get to 1,000 subscribers before Christmas, but I also realized that reaching 500 is a big milestone as well. As a way to show my appreciation, I want to do a 500 subscriber challenge where I'll be giving 2 prizes to subscribers. 2 prizes, and these aren't gonna be rinky-dink prizes. These are gonna be really nice, something that I put a lot of thought into, and I think you guys will like it and could appreciate it. To participate in the 500 subscriber challenge, you have to be a subscriber, you have to be 18 years of age or older, you have to be a United States resident, and you have to leave comments in the comment section. And the specific comment are the keywords. What I mean by keywords or prompts is when I say leave hashtag wealth building journey down in the comments. That's an example of leaving a comment. And when you leave your comment, I will write down each one of you guys' names, and I will throw that into a database. And once we reach 500 to about 520 subscribers, I'll do a raffle where I'll throw your names in this app, and I'll do a video where I'll do the drawing, and I'll choose 2 random subscribers. I'll shoot the video, and I'll also post it in the community tab that you've won. It'll come with instructions. I'll probably have you, more than likely, I'll have you email me. That way I can send you your gifts. All right, so in closing, this was November's cash stuffing video. I gave you a few updates. I talked to you guys about the 500 subscribers. I hope you guys participate. I can't wait to get these prizes out to you guys. And again, I really appreciate you sharing comments, hitting the like button. And I know several of you who have shared the content to other people. And with that being said, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.